Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees sweep the Kansas City Royals, and you've got a first-place ball club on your hands, folks. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Yankees taking care of business in the Bronx this weekend. Yankees win at the stadium today, 7-0. They get the sweep. You got a first-place New York Yankees baseball team. And guess what? Your baseball team has the best record in the American League right now. And that is some great news because if you took the pulse of the fans about a week ago, we were all hitting the panic button. And guess what? The New York Yankees aren't out of the woods yet. It was home cooking this weekend, and you know if it's any team that they own, it's the Kansas City Royals, and the New York Yankees today showed up and showed out. I guess they heard us right here on New York Minute Sports, and they heard the New York Nuts in the comments section talking about the batting order 2 games ago. And I think they listened to us, folks. I'm just playing. But Ben Rice was in the leadoff spot today in front of Aaron Judge. Now, this is why I got to call out the Yankees on some hypocrisy. It's because in the beginning of the year, they were talking about defensive replacements. We can't hit this left-hander against this left-hander. We were talking about matchups up and down the lineup. Now that shit's out the window. And that's why I always say on this show, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And when I always say that the New York Yankees are trying to outsmart baseball, that's exactly what I mean. But today's lineup was a great example of what baseball comes down to. It's just putting the right guys in the right spot to succeed. Your ego is not your amigo. And just because you give your $22 million center fielder a $17 million pay increase in the offseason doesn't mean that you should stick him at the leadoff spot every single day. I said on this show 2 nights ago that Trent Grisham should be hitting in the 5 spot. He gets a 3-run home run today and another C&I single and draws a walk. So Trent Grisham, I think, is a lot more comfortable in the 5 spot. Then he can swing at the first pitch all day he wants in the 5 spot. But the New York Yankees are going to have to figure out their leadoff spot. But what did Ben Rice do today? He drew a walk. He got on base. And unlike all the home runs in the Anaheim series, Aaron Judge hit a 2-run bomb today with somebody on base. Now that is a winning formula. Getting up on teams 2-0 and letting your starting pitching do the work is going to be putting a great foot forward for the rest of the series if you can do that. Now, the New York Yankees took care of business. They did what they're supposed to do. They're treating Ben Rice and putting him in front of Aaron Judge. They're treating him like Juan Soto almost. They're actually comparing his at-bats and his eye. I mean, the guy's got a slugging of 800 right now. So finally, Aaron Judge has some protection in front of him and behind him. And now the New York Yankees are clicking. And this is exactly the series that the New York Yankees needed because I told you, they got to get into a rhythm, right? They got to get into a rhythm. They got to get length out of their starters from the bottom half of the starting rotation, and that's exactly what the New York Yankees got this weekend. Kudos to Will Warren, and kudos to Weathers today. Goes 7 innings, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Seems like Weathers has 1 good start, 1 bad start. 1 good start, 1 bad start. Today was the good Weathers, and in fact, he finally got some run support early in the game. And this kid's trying to make a name for himself in the Yankees. His old man played for the Yankees as well. Comes from a franchise, the Marlins, where 4 people watch their games. It's, you're in the fire when you're a young guy, a young lefty put into this organization, and that's why he's trying to get his footing. Even look at Carlos Rodon and his first year as a New York Yankee. It's a little rough for people to adjust. So maybe that's why the inconsistencies. He gave up 3 straight home runs against the Angels when I was in the stadium the other night, and then he settled down. It seems like since he let up those home runs, he has now put together about 12 innings of great pitching. Now, this also adds to the competition that we were talking about. It's going to be a competition for the 5 spot on this Yankees team. Max Fried, Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Cam Schlittler, all locked in when healthy and ready to go. That's your top 4 guys. Now you have 3 dudes you're going to have to make a decision through. Will Warren, Weathers, or Luis Gil? I can tell right now it's going to be neck to neck, Weathers and Warren, because they almost put together identical starts. If you notice, Warren struck out 11 guys. Weathers had less strikeouts. But before that game, when Weathers had a good start, he struck out 11 guys too. So I like the little competition between the 3 and 4 starters on this team right now. But in my eye, if you had to move one guy to the bullpen, it's going to be Weathers. He has more hit and miss stuff. I know Warren struck out more guys than he did yesterday, but when you look at Weathers' stuff and the awkward delivery from the left-hander, guys have a trouble picking it up out of his hand. That's what gives him the deception. He really doesn't have crazy speed and stuff, but when he does put it all together with the hand deception, Weathers is more than an effective starter. And kudos to Cashman. That's another guy that he went out and got. And the New York Yankees only used 4 pitchers in 2 games. This is the thing. Okay, put the sweep away, put all the runs that we scored away, because this is the Royals. We should expect this. You kind of got to peel back the onion and see what the New York Yankees did well in this series. And what they did well was rest their bullpen, only use 4 pitchers in the last 2 games. They finally got the long ball, and they finally got the second half of their lineup involved. Everybody today, except Judge, drew a walk. Everybody got on base today. And it also occurred to me, when I saw Austin Wells sack fly earlier in the game today, I was like, you know what? That's all those guys need to do. 7, 8, 9. Guys, somebody draw a walk. Somebody get a sack fly. Somebody steal a base. Let's manufacture a run in this inning, 1, 2, 3. So the New York Yankees get the sweep. Ben Rice is playing out of his mind. The Yankees look great right now. So after it's all said and done, after the week we just had, and you were with me about 4 episodes again, we were tearing our hair out, calling for Baboon's head. What a difference a few games makes, and it is the Royals. So I would say, don't put too much stock into it. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. Feel good about this one. You can sit back on your couch on a Sunday and feel good about the Yankees just took care of business in the Bronx. They are a half game in front of the Tampa Bay Rays in first place. But you know what? I wanted to ring off some of the stats, kind of like a little progress report right now for the New York Yankees. And I'm going to go down the depth chart. And I'm just going to say the first thing that comes to my mind out of the main guys so far this year in the first 22 games. First, the Yankees stats. Yankees have the best record in the American League. Yankees 20th in defense. So, with all the, I like to call it arranging chairs on the Titanic, with McMahon being a Gold Glove third baseman, a Gold Glove center fielder, Aaron Judge being the best defensive right fielder in the American League. Still 20th. So go figure. Batting average, 27th. And for all you OPS guys, 9th. So, but their batting average is 27th. And guess what? They're also 27th in hits. So there is a direct causation and correlation between hits and batting average. That's why when everybody calls you an old unk because you bring up batting average, fight them on the spot, because batting average still matters. And you notice yes is starting to get cute. When everybody on the New York Yankees was hitting below 200 on the broadcast, they would literally just show the OPS. Weren't showing batting averages anymore, just showing the OPS. Because you know what? 900 looks a lot better than everyone under 200, even if it doesn't matter. The New York Yankees are second in stolen bases, which I love. I could see them actually working the count better. And if you notice during today's game, the New York Yankees were putting really, really good at bats together. They were swinging at the first pitch in the last two series. And when you don't make contact or you get out on the first pitch, it can make your team look absolutely horrible. And the New York Yankees have been going out with that strategy to swing at the first pitch and swing early. It comes down to the numbers game and the computers, guys, and the algorithms. They think that the chances of hitting a first pitch is a lot better than hitting a third pitch. Go figure. I think the total opposite. I think when you work an at bat, the advantage goes to the hitter. But what do I know? I love small ball. So small ball, stolen bases, New York Yankees are second. Like I said, OPS, they're ninth. Strikeouts in Major League, they're 23rd. That's not good. It's the other way around. They're right next to the Colorado Rockies in strikeouts. On base, they're 17th, which is okay, middle of the road. So the New York Yankees are moving their stat rankings up. As far as pitching is concerned, they're 10th overall in pitching, 9th in strikeouts, 6th in wins, and 9th in ERA, 1st in saves, and 3rd in holds. So the New York Yankees, you know what? A few games, put it together, and this is what I'm talking about, the rhythm, guys. When you're getting bashed in the head all the time and you can't get above water and you're playing catch up all the time and your bullpen blows it one night and nobody's hitting one night and then the guy blows a save one night. You can't play consistent baseball like that. So you really can't do anything until somebody like the Kansas City Royals comes to town. So I said I'd give you a little progress report. First thought that comes to my mind when I hear the player's name, Max Fried, lights out, stopper. Building on last year, almost better than last year. Garrett Cole pitched 38 pitches, and he's on the 15-day IL. Carlos Rodon, same thing. He's on his way back. Cam Schlittler has been one of the most dominant pitchers in Major League Baseball so far this year. Another guy building on last year, and watch out for this guy in the future. Ryan Weathers, we already talked about him. Duval's got a 9 ERA. I think this is going to be Duval's MO the whole year. He pitches really, really effectively for about 6 to 7 appearances, and then his arm slot, whatever it is, it goes all haywire, and he starts letting the ball up. So Duval is a sixth inning guy right now until proven otherwise. Fernando Cruz, please, Bubbles, don't burn this guy out. All right? I know he wants to take the ball every single day. You have to protect Cruz from himself. I love this guy's mentality. He's a bulldog. He should be the eighth inning guy. Then Tim, King of the Hill from AutoZone. Employee of the month every month. Hey, Tim, your wife's on the phone. Tell her I just cracked open an original Coors and a pack of Newports. Oh, and tell her there's 2 for 1 on windshield wiper fluid. Whee! It's got a whip of 0. Lawrence Taylor, 0.56. It's one of the most effective dudes in our bullpen. You know I am the lead of the Tim Hill fan club. This guy has been so effective, I think he should be the 7th inning guy. Another guy that I've been impressed with, Brent Hedrick. This, got to give credit to Bubbles, got to give credit to the front office and Brian Cashman on this one. This was the spring training pet project. They couldn't stop talking about this guy. He has been effective. He's big. He's a left-hander. Love it. Yarborough, nothing to write home about. Same shit as last time. Nothing impressive. Not getting blown out. Bednar had the hangover from the World Baseball Classic. Had a rough start. Had good timing. Got a lot of saves in the beginning of the season. But now it seems like he's righted the ship. Been getting way too many guys on base and closing out games. Been making it way too interesting. Needs to chill with the walks. Austin Wells, the guy that I put my faith in every year and he lets me down. He's playing okay. Piss poor from the offensive side of the plate. Defensive, he's a great defensive catcher. But you know what? Now with the emergence of J.C. Escara, he's been catching Max Fried, and it looks like he's been catching Will Warren. So maybe this is the way the New York Yankees are going to do it. They're going to split time between Escara and Austin Wells, because Aaron Boone is really high on J.C. Escara, and he's finally woke up. Ben Rice is the third catcher, but Ben Rice, we've already sung his praises. You know exactly what he's doing. He's one of the emerging stars in all of Major League Baseball. He is Aaron Judge's protection in the lineup. After this series, people are going to know about him. I'd like to see the way that he's going to adjust to the way that the rest of the league adjusts against him. Paul Goldschmidt, been decent. I'd like to see him like today in the lineup. I would have liked to see Paul Goldschmidt hit in the leadoff spot. Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, the 1-2-3 there. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. But he's been serviceable. Been a little rough at first base. The defense hasn't been so great. But, what are you going to do when you're sitting on the bench for so many games? And, you're in your 40s. And it's rough to play 162 games. So we got Jazz Chisholm. I don't know what to do with this guy. He was benched today. I think that's a good thing. He better, I think he's worried about everything else other than baseball. Me and him got into it last year, and, that was our whole gripe was, one, that he shouldn't have been talking to me on Instagram, and two, that his head is on rap videos, designing bags, his clothing line, everything except baseball, man. You got 6 months to do whatever you want in the offseason. You can go crazy, bro. But as long as the season's going on, try to keep your head in the game. And I know it sounds like TMZ here, but he is getting married. He's planning a wedding. He had his engagement party earlier in the season. So I bet you this guy's picking out napkins more so than he's worried about the opposing pitcher. So after saying he's going 50-50, he'll be lucky to get to 25-25 unless he goes on this crazy run, and you can get your Jazz Chisholm 50-50 raffle, everybody's a loser t-shirt at our New York Nuts merchandise store. Ahmad Rosario, speaking of nuts, has been going absolutely nuts. All right, this has been the story of the season so far, next to Ben Rice, but we kind of knew Ben Rice was going to do this, not to this level, but we knew big things from Ben. Rosario has stepped up, and like I said last night, Rosario has become what we thought we were going to get in Caballero, and Caballero's turning it around. The energy Rosario brings, he should be our everyday third baseman. I know baseball is the great equalizer and he'll eventually fall back to earth, but as far as right now, Rosario is a spark plug. I love his energy. I love his power. He's fast. He plays a solid third base. All good for Rosario. This is exactly what you need to do as a bench player. You play so well that they can't deny you. That happened with Tim Hill. That happened with Luke Weaver. A lot of guys in the New York Yankees. Look at Brett Gardner's career. You got to keep playing and break through until they can't deny you. McMahon, we know about McMahon. Big mistake acquisition. I understand why you get a guy like this because you want Gold Glove level defense. But had an unbelievable play at third base today. I feel bad kicking this guy while he's down. Had a big home run during the series. That was a fluke. They took apart this guy's swing in spring training. It was on the ground in the garage, and they never put it back together before the season. And now this guy's got to figure it out on the fly, which isn't fair to him. And now he's the scapegoat. So McMahon has to play stellar defense, and as far as I'm concerned, until proven otherwise, he's a seventh inning replacement for Rosario on defense. Because offensive, he's a liability. The Yankees aren't clicking that well yet, where they can have one position where they completely have no offensive production, and that's what's been going on with McMahon. Then we got. I'm just going down the list here. Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger, completely worth every penny. Made us wait a little bit too long in free agency, but I am over the moon about this guy. He had the huge game yesterday, finally got some power numbers. But what I've been most impressed, and that's what we say here on New York Minute Nuts, we peel the onion back, and that's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. He's been playing above Gold Glove level left field this year. He has been playing out of his mind left field this year. And for a troubled position that has given the Yankees so much angst and so much deliberation in left field, who's going to play the Joey Gallos of the world, the Jason Dominguez, God knows that we spent a lot of time on him. But when I see him in left field, thank God Cody Bellinger signed that contract. Thank God he came back. And thank God we got him, and he's a ball player, bro. I think he should be hitting leadoff. I think that you can go Rosario leadoff or Cody Bellinger leadoff. So you got that righty or lefty. Then you go Ben Rice in the 2-spot lefty, Aaron Judge 3, that's righty. And then you can go Giancarlo Stanton 4. I'm cool with that. And then you go Trent Grisham 5, who that brings me next to. Listen, all the debating and squabbling with Michael K apart, I just want to reiterate, I hope I'm wrong about Trent Grisham this year. I know I won't be, but if I am, I'll be the first one to tell you. And I'm not rooting against this guy. I just believe that he's a player that's going to hit around 18 to 23 home runs this year. And that means he's going to have a fall off of what? 15 home runs? And he got a $17 million pay increase. Let's put that aside for now. This homestand as a whole, he dropped that ball defensively. I don't like the nonchalant senioritis bullshit from Trent Grisham. Wake up, have some espresso, try to stop being so cool. All right, stop acting like you're catching pop flies in your mirror in your bedroom. But as far as the power this weekend in this homestand against the Angels, and today it was 2 games, but the 2 games that he decided to hit in, big time production from him. RBIs and home runs. 3 home runs on the series from the top of my head. And I know you guys will make me hear it in the comments. I think he had 3 home runs and 9 RBIs on the homestand. So you can't ask for more from that from Trent Grisham. I can ask him to wake the fuck up in center field. Aaron Judge starting to blow up, starting to do Aaron Judge things. Got 0 complaints from him. And you know what? I feel amiss because I don't mention Aaron Judge enough on this show, but I almost feel like we already know. Like, if Aaron Judge goes into a slump, I don't need to address it on this show because he's going to come out of it. This is how good this guy is. So Aaron Judge continues to play an amazing right field. Then we got Big G. I've been getting a lot of questions in the comment section about Big G and what's going on with him. It's age. It's workload. You know, he gets real hot. He's streaky. He gets real hot. He gets real cold. And you got to remember the way that he started the season. He was the only one hitting on the New York Yankees. So we've given the Yankees their roses. We've applauded them for a great series and sweeping, a good homestand. They did exactly what they did. They took care of business. Thank you, New York Yankees, after going 3-7 in 10 games. Now they turn it around after 2 big series at home, but now the test starts. They're going to Beantown. And don't forget to get your Beantown bum shirts, New York merch store. But the New York Yankees go to Boston, and it doesn't matter how good or how bad either team is. Whenever the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox get in the same building, all bets are off, especially in Fenway Park. I love this. I've been waiting for it all year long. There's just something right about watching baseball be played in Fenway Park. Yankees wearing the grays. Hopefully the Red Sox wearing the white because I know that they're doing this. I hate watching a game, watching them in those powder blues. But that's another argument. I had to get one complaint in this show, God damn it. I had to tell somebody to get off my lawn at least once today. But you know what? Don't come over to my lawn on Instagram. That's New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you can find my face. Lucky you. That's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. And guys, don't forget to go to that beautiful blue link underneath this video. That's the New York Nuts merch line. Don't forget to get your Jazz 50/50 shirt, the Matsui Bronxzilla t-shirt. Are you a bunt slut? I am. Grab your bunt slut t-shirt for all the small ball enthusiasts. Also, we got plain New York Nuts shirt. Please support this show, guys. I put a lot of work into this. I don't charge you guys anything. I don't have any advertisers. Keep getting offers. New York Minutes trying to stay grassroots. So please go down there, support my show. And I also want to take some time out to say thank you to everybody that put us over 5,000 subscribers on this show. in the comments section. I didn't even know we went over 5,000. I had to be reminded by the followers, and thank you for reminding me, guys. Thank you for the congratulations in the comments section. But guess what? I couldn't have gotten to 5,000 without you guys. If it's not with you guys, I'm talking to nobody. And imagine if I couldn't blow my top with nobody watching. Sounded a little sus, but you know what I'm saying. So thank you so much, all my fans in the USA, all my Toronto fans. That's why I say goodnight, Toronto, at the end of every single show. All my friends in Japan, I do see you in the comments section. I see your location and the statistics. Konnichiwa. Thank you very much. And if you love baseball and you love chaos and you love New York nuts like me, you found the right place. And it's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York nuts. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada.